You should hear the music, and it's going live. Should be live, about to be live. Instagram takes a minute to go live. And here it is. Okay, great. Awesome. All right. Well, welcome everybody to Planter Grow Night. It's Wednesday, and I'm Clift Hart. I'm the Loudoun County, Virginia community grower with Planter, and then we have Dustin Norton. He is out in Vancouver, Washington, in his garden space, and I've got mine behind me, part of it anyways, so we'll check it out here. So a little bit about us. We are helping people grow food indoors year-round using hydroponic and soil-based systems. And so we focus on different things in these Planter Grow Nights. It's meant to be simple, easy to follow along, hopefully inspirational to get you going. This is part of our free indoor food growing training program. So if you want email reminders to get yourself started, that's easy. Just go to our website, indoorgardenmarket.com, and sign up, and you'll get reminders for our live classes 4 times per month, as well as our streams here, like what we're doing. So feel free to say hi in the comments, share if you're growing something outdoors, or if you're growing something indoors, or if you're just starting off. We'd definitely love to have you grow with us. So today we're going to talk a little bit about perfecting your indoor food growing harvest. And first up, subjects to really discuss is why timing matters. So for many of our kinds of plants that we're growing, for example, I've got some tomato plants behind me here. These take about 3 months to get up to size to where you can harvest from. The greens and herbs that, like for example, Dustin has over his shoulder, those are going to be good in about 30 days. So you can start to harvest those really, really quickly. Dustin, could you give us a little close-up on one of the greens there? Let's see if we can do that.
Okay, let's see here. So this is chard. It's called Ford Hook chard. It gets up to 10 inches in length, and it's really good for stir fry and eggs and things. So that's one that I can harvest today that's ready.
Awesome. All right. Yeah, that's pretty much ready to drop into a stir fry for sure. And so greens and herbs are interesting. They're pretty easy to tell. Once you get 3 or 4 leaves, then you can really start to harvest pretty quickly after that. So let's move on to the next section. And this is actually, we're going to talk a little bit about how to know when to harvest by plant type. So as you saw on the chard plant that Dustin had there, you need at least 3 to 5 leaves in order to be able to harvest from them. So roughly keep about 1/3 of the plant there if you're going to harvest and cut from it, so that plant has enough leaves in order to grow back. That's really important. So our LED grow lights are going to be on, say, 14, 16 hours per day typically. They can be on a timer. You can turn them off and on if you want while you're growing. It doesn't really matter too much. But the important thing is that as you're harvesting, you need to harvest a lot, harvest quickly, harvest sooner than later, and also keep about 1/3 of the plant leaves there as you're harvesting. And while Dustin's doing a little harvest there, I'll zoom in on my tomato plants here so you can get a sense of it. So these are dwarf tomatoes that are actually growing in soil. This is a self-watering container. So there's a small amount of space underneath here where the water can actually just be pulled up by the roots. This is a dwarf tomato. Here you can see that they're really ready to harvest. So I can just pull this one off right here and it comes clean off. These are dwarf sized tomatoes. They usually don't get much bigger than this, but they're very powerful. They smell wonderful. So this plant has been growing for about 3.5 months. And this plant over here, lots of production here. A lot of tomatoes ready to eat, some delicious tomatoes, and really big cucumbers. These are actually a little larger than they need to be. harvest this one so we can
Oh,
actually
wow.
just twist it a bit. You can cut it off with scissors too, but this is just one of two massive cucumbers that I've had. Both of these plants have grown out for about 3.5 months, and they can grow for a long time indoors. There's really not an upper limit per se. As long as you keep the nutrients coming, you can probably get 12 months out of these. It's actually super productive. So keep that in mind, that as you're doing this, you're able to grow a huge amount.
That's so rewarding. Here's some chard that I harvested. So I'm going to be chopping this up tonight, and I'm going to put it in my dinner and hopefully disguise it so my children don't really notice. Got to get those fresh, healthy vegetables somehow. So
Definitely. So to wrap that up, you want to make sure that you're using clean scissors or something to basically snip off those, either the fruits or the veggies. You can cut above a node or a branching point inside of those plants. And for the fruiting plants like tomatoes, I mean, it's pretty easy to tell when a tomato's ripe. It's usually red, but it is possible to take tomatoes that are not red yet, and you can put them into a paper bag, and they will actually ripen over time. So they'll get riper and riper. So keep that in mind. That's a really important point. Most of your herbs, we don't really have any herbs in camera right now, but most of your herbs are going to be for harvest by cutting off the tops of the nodes there. Oh yeah, so Dustin's got some right there. So you're going to pinch off the tops of them, and they'll start to bunch out. So they'll kind of go out as opposed to doing long, skinny shoots. Yep, exactly, just like that.
yep, that's a great tip. Yeah, as you pinch off the top, it's going to shoot 2 branches out from the top rather than 1. So you get to eat what you harvested, and then also your plant is going to produce more in the future. So it's definitely a great way to harvest. So
Absolutely. So if you're just joining us, I'm Clift. This is Dustin. We are with indoorgardenmarket.com. We're actually local community growers. I'm in Loudoun County, Virginia. He's in Vancouver, Washington. We do live events where we train people on how to do these types of growing. We grow up to 75 pounds of greens, fruits, and also different kinds of food plants indoors using LED grow lights all year. I've got a free growing training program. It's that QR code you see on the screen there. We grow year round 4 times per year in large amounts. It's all fresh. It's all something you can do inside any space. It's really exciting. So let's jump back in. And so just a couple of tips for better harvest. One thing to watch out for, it's ideally better to harvest a little bit early in the morning or before you turn the grow lights on. You'll have a little fresher taste. You can keep a harvest journal to track when you picked something, how it tasted. There's definitely a taste between different stages of plants. So as the plants get older, say green plants, they're going to be a little bit more bitter. So you'll want to cycle those out. And we show you how to do that in our free training program. Some plants go to flower, and so you'll actually be able to see the flowers come out even indoors, and you could potentially even save seeds. Although that's not something I've done yet myself, that's something that's on the roadmap, so it should be pretty exciting. If you are still hanging with us and you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. And this is something we do monthly, and we also have free live classes on our website. So be sure to like and subscribe, follow us. We will have our next live growing session on May 17th. It's going to be a general intro to indoor food growing. So the basic ways you can get started, show us a couple of different systems, and also share how you can get a community that can help you to do this. So really happy that you came to join us for a few minutes here. If you've got any questions, go ahead and pop them into the chat. And just one more quick reminder, you can learn how to do this for free at the QR code or indoorgardenmarket.com. We help hundreds of people each week to get started growing up to 75 pounds of food in the space, basically about the same size space as a coffee table. So it's really exciting. Hope to have you in the next live session, and we are excited to grow along with you. So thanks so much for joining us.